It says the conference ID is not valid.
You have to enter the dashes.
You are muted by the host.
Yeah.
You will now be placed into the conference.
Yes.
Correct.
Okay, so we're not having to do this.
Can you put that real quick and then we're going to start?
And we're not having that issue. Basically, when you go, but that's all number.
Yeah. All right. Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us this morning for this webinar on how to do business with LA County, sell your goods and services to LA County. My name is Liz Shapiro, and I'm the COO of BizFed, the LA County Business Federation. Today's webinar is to inform you about some of the new programs that LA County is rolling out to give more contracts to local small businesses. The county supervisors have set a goal for 25% of county contracts to go to local small businesses. Hopefully, what you learned today will help you tap into this $1 billion opportunity. Before we get started, I wanted to go over some housekeeping notes. During this presentation, let's see, how do we do this? There we go. During this presentation, you will see some hyperlinks on your screen to take you to websites for resources and more information. You won't be able to click on these via the screen sharing that we're doing now, but we will email this presentation to everyone that pre-registered, so you can click on them that way. We cannot hear you, but you will be able to ask questions during this webinar. You can type your questions to us via the chat feature. So to access the chat feature, look for the control panel that should be at the top middle of your computer screen and click on the button with the thought bubble on it. This is gray on this screenshot, but it may not be gray on your computer. If you click on that word bubble, it will pop up a chat window where you can type your questions at any time during the presentation, and our presenters will answer them at the end. We'll also provide contact information for our experts today, so you can follow up after on any questions that are specific to your business. And if you find today's presentation helpful, we are happy to come to your association, chamber of commerce, or community group to share this opportunity with your business network. This webinar is brought to you by a collaboration between the LA County Department of Consumer and Business Affairs, often referred to as DCBA, and the LA County Business Federation, aka BizFed. The DCBA is a government agency that is charged with supporting businesses locally. BizFed is a nonprofit alliance of 160 business groups from all over LA County. Our members include chambers of commerce, industry associations, ethnic and women's business groups, and business improvement districts. Those 160 groups represent 325,000 companies across LA County. In fact, you may have heard about this webinar through a business group you belong to that is a member of BizFed. We're happy to provide this as a free service to you because of your membership in a local business group. As a massive and diverse network of business networks, BizFed is focused on educating business owners like you about policies that affect your growth. We know how hard it is to run and grow a business in LA, so we fight for policies that make it easier so our economy is stronger. For more information, please visit us at bizfed.org or check out our Twitter @BizFed. Now I'd like to introduce you to our presenter today. Yet Ellis is a small business counselor with DCBA. He's been with the department for 10 years and is happy to tell you about the contracting opportunities with the county.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining our webinar. We're excited to partner with BizFed to spread the word about all the different businesses, all the business programs and initiatives going on. I wanted to start off by giving you a little background on the Los Angeles County Department of Consumer and Business Affairs, or DCBA for short. We offer several services for current and prospective business owners. The Small Business Concierge assists those thinking about opening a business, as well as current business owners who need help navigating the different licenses and permits needed to operate a business in the county. We can help you certify as a local small business, disabled veteran business, a social enterprise. We strongly encourage businesses to register and certify with the county so you can compete and bid on contracting opportunities. Our certification programs are designed to give smaller businesses an edge against larger competitors. We also have a procurement technical assistance center which provides training and counseling opportunities for businesses that would like to dip their feet into federal, state, and local government contracting. All of our services are free. In July 2016, the County Board of Supervisors passed a 4-year plan to increase the number of contracts awarded to local small business enterprises, known as Lsbes, to 25%, and disabled veteran business enterprises, known as Dvbes, to 3%. They also approved a first-of-its-kind certification for social enterprises. I'll let you know the differences between these businesses later. This plan is known as LA County's Contracting Connections, and is our goal to make sure you see the advantages of registering and certifying your business with the county, and that you'll bid and successfully win contracts. We understand some people may have some thoughts of government contracting. To make the contracting process more attractive, the county made a number of changes, including increasing the bid preference from 8% to 15%, raising the cap of the preference from $50,000 to $150,000, and creating a new preference program for social enterprises, the first of its kind in its nation. Again, this is a countywide goal, and all hands are on deck. We hold several matchmaking events yearly where business owners can meet procurement officers face-to-face, and we regularly meet with county departments to make sure they use certified vendors for any goods or services they need. This is an exciting program, and we want you to be part of it. You need to visualize this with business owners all thrive who've gotten contract accounting. Starting from the left, they certified as PE. They're an engine company in San Pedro who's gotten public contracts. The certified construction company in San County project. This is a company in Long Beach who made vehicles for county departments, and the Dvbe company in Alhambra who sold vehicles to various county departments. We always like to share success stories and post quotables on our Twitter account at LACO Small Biz. If you or someone you know has gotten a contract and would like to share their story, please reach out to us.
We're some feedback sound is right, so we are working on it. Let us know if it's clear. So you gotta at least make sure to speak that clearly. Thanks.
There are so many benefits to registering and certifying with the county. First off, as I mentioned, under the Contracting Connections Plan, the county's goal to get more contracts in the hands of local small businesses. With the county's budget, that equates to nearly $1 billion in contracting opportunities through 2020. Do you know certified local businesses get paid within 15 days after goods and services have been delivered to the county? We love this benefit, and our small business owners do too. You can also sign up for direct deposit to avoid waiting on a check in the mail. All preference programs receive a 15% bid preference when applying for certain contracts. This means the quote you provide to the county will be reduced by up to 15%, which may give you the edge of competitors to win the contract. You'll be paid the full price of what you quoted. Simplified acquisition is a procurement tool that departments can use to buy from certified vendors easier. With simplified acquisitions, county departments only need to get bids from 2 certified vendors for purchases of at least $5,001, but no more than $24,999. With just 2 bids, there's less competition you have to face. We're really proud to offer certified vendors access to small business advocates. These are representatives from each county department that are involved in procurement and purchasing. If you wanted the inside scoop on upcoming bids and you want to start building relationships with buyers, we're happy to provide certified vendors with contact information for the advocates. Since this is a county-wide goal, county departments need an easy-to-reference list of who's certified so they can choose when they need to purchase goods and services. As a certified vendor, you'll show up on this list separated from the crowd of vendors who aren't certified. As a certified vendor, you also get access to sign up to attend our events before anyone else. Last month, we had a Contracting Connections event in downtown, and the waitlist holds over 200 people. When you have the chance to meet county buyers face-to-face, you don't want to leave it up to chance by ending up on the waitlist. If you have any questions about any of the benefits, feel free to type into the thought bubble and we'll answer them at the end. The county, like other agencies, issues bids for items or services it can't provide on its own. You name it, we probably buy it, anything from construction, repair projects, awards, and moving services, office supplies and computers, event planning, catering, and more. If you want to see current open bids, you can visit the website listed above. We also regularly highlight interesting bids on Twitter on our Twitter account at LACO Small Biz. Some interesting bids we posted on Twitter account recently include ping pong and air hockey tables, eyeglasses and sunglasses, catering services, engraved paperweights, pens and vases, printing resource guides, barbecue grills, copy paper, subpoena services, and more. These are the most popular category purchases that went to certified vendors last fiscal year. As you can see, they run the gamut. A lot of consulting services contracts. An example would be a county department hiring a consultant to execute a marketing plan. An example of an environmental services contract would be a county department hiring a vendor to test the soil before a construction project. An example of a public health contract service would be a county department using a rehab or mental health services provider. Now, these are the certification programs we offer. For Lsbes, we accept certifications from Metro and the Department of General Services, also known as DGS. For Dvbes, if you're registered as a Dvbe with DGS or the Department of Veterans Affairs, you can do business with the county. And for social enterprises, we accept a variety of certifications. Now, before I go into the different certification programs, let's talk about the 15% bid preference. If you're bidding certain LA County solicitations, a bid price preference or reduction is applied to the certified business's proposed price. However, this preference is calculated on the lowest, most responsible and responsive bid amount. To illustrate the example, Company 1 is the lowest, most responsible and responsive bidder, and the certified bidder is Company number 3. As you can see, the preference amount of 15% is calculated on Company 1 proposed price, which comes out to $24,750 if you take that 15%, and then deducted from the Company 3, who is the certified vendor, which would be $165,000 to $150,000. Keep in mind that that preference amount cannot exceed $150,000. The first certification program is the Lsbe. We use the same definition of a local small business as the state. To certify an Lsbe with the county, you have to apply with the state's Department of General Services or Metro first. Other requirements include being independently owned and operated, not be dominant in its field of operations, have owners, officers in the case of a corporation who live in California, and with its affiliates be either a business with 100 or fewer employees and an average annual gross receipts of $15 million or less over the last 3 years, or a manufacturer with 100 or fewer employees. What's special about the Lsbe certification is the prompt payment. You get paid within 15 days after goods and services have been delivered to the county. No other certification offers this benefit. Our goal is to get 25% of contracts to certify local small businesses by 2020. If you have any questions about certifying as an Lsbe, type them into the thought bubble and we'll answer them at the end. Now, this is exciting news. The City of LA's Local Business Preference Program will now recognize firms certified as local small business enterprises, or Lsbes, with Los Angeles County. That means if you're certified as an Lsbe with LA County, there's no need to go through a separate certification. The City of LA will recognize your Lsbe certification automatically. This means more bidding opportunities for local small businesses to take advantage of. If you have questions about this partnership, please give us a call. Projects for veterans in their business endeavors. To certify as a Dvbe, you need to certify with the State Department of General Services or the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs first. Both agencies will require documents to verify your time in active duty. We'll be sending out this presentation to those that pre-register, so you can click on the links to see what the other Dvbe requirements are. Our goal is to get 3% of contracts to certify disabled veteran-owned businesses by 2020. We're very proud of our certification for social enterprises. Did you know that LA County was the first to offer this? Social enterprises can be for-profit or non-profit to qualify. Essentially, social enterprises contribute to the common good of society as demonstrated through a published mission statement and whose principal business activity is directly related to accomplishing that stated social mission, or are certified as a B corporation by B-Labs, or incorporated as a benefit corporation or social purpose corporation with the state of California, or is certified green by city government located within the county of Los Angeles, or a business whose primary purpose is the common good as demonstrated through a published mission statement and whose principal business activity is directly related to accomplishing the stated social mission. Some examples of social enterprises include a business that hires those formerly incarcerated or homeless, or a green business that recycles or reduces food waste. For more information about the certification, enter your question into the thought bubble or give us a call. This is the LA County Vendor Registration or WebVend homepage. This is where you would register as a county vendor. We recommend using Internet Explorer to access this website. If you want to access the benefits that come with Lsbe, Dvbe, and SE preference programs, please note you have to register and certify with the state of California or the respective agency before you can apply for these certifications with the county. I'm going to show you a few of the registration screens so you can see what to expect during the registration process. If you've never registered with the county, you'd click New Registration. This is the next screen you see. It takes place for your federal employer identification number or social security number. It's helpful to have documents like the following nearby before you start the registration process: your tax identification number, Secretary of State number, your Duns and Bradstreet number, contractor state license board number, a list of keywords describing what you sell, any state license or permit numbers, the start and expiration date of your Metro or DGS certification, and SAM expiration date if you register with the federal government. After entering your federal employer identification number or social security number, you'll see the screen next that asks what type of business you have, number of employees, gross revenue, etc. This next screen is about your contact information. Keeping your information updated and accurate is crucial. Whichever email address is entered here will be used to email you about your future bids and other important vendor communications. Whichever address is listed here will be what is used to mail you payments if you haven't signed up for direct deposit. You can always access your vendor account and update information when you need to on WebVend. On this screen, you'll tell us what you sell. Make sure you have a diverse list of keywords ready that describe what you sell. This way, whenever the county needs to buy what you're selling, you'll automatically get an email when a bid opens. This is the last page you'll see before vendor application. If you want all the benefits that come with the preference programs, don't forget to certify your business as an Lsbe, Dvbe, or SE. If you don't have all your documents together to certify, you can log into WebVend at any time to do it. Give our office a call if you have any questions about registering or certifying your business. For your convenience, we have a tutorial on our YouTube page that walks you through the registration and certification process. If you need any help, please give us a call. Before I close, you may know that DCBA is responsible for enforcing the minimum wage in unincorporated areas of LA County. We have a program called the Small Business Initiative that includes resources from various county departments designed to help businesses transition through the wage increases. If you want to learn more about this program or find out if the county's minimum wage applies to you, you can contact us or visit BizFed's website under resources for more information. We're proud to partner with BizFed to give webinars on the minimum wage and the county's goal to buy more goods and services from small businesses. You can also find out if we'll be in your community by visiting our events calendar on dcba.lacounty.gov. If you know someone who would be interested in hearing the county's goal to buy more goods and services from small businesses or the minimum wage, simply go to our website to request a speaker. It's free. Thanks so much again for attending the webinar. At this time, we're going to answer some of your questions.
All right, so if you have not already answered, excuse me, if you have not already asked a question via the chat bubble, there is still time. We did get a couple of questions in, so we'll start with those, but feel free to type us any other questions that you have, and we will answer them. So the first question that we got is there a place on the website where people can research what the county has spent on contracts previously? So you put up a great slide that showed how many, kind of like the top industries that you all contract with. But is there anything where people can get better, do more market research about their particular kind of business?
So yes, there is. There is on the LA County Vendor portal or the web vent, there is a section where you can search for solicitations, and you can search by new, old or closed, and you can see as to who was awarded a specific solicitation and what, the amount was.
Okay, great. You also mentioned there's an LA City certification, that the county certification is recognized by the city of LA. Clearly, city of Los Angeles is the largest city in LA County, so they spend a ton of money too, so that's great. Do you know, does LA City also give bid preferences, quick pay, or any other benefits to businesses that are registered? Or
they do have a bid preference, but I'm not sure about their promise payment or how fast they do pay the certified vendors. We could do a little bit more research. If you want to reach out to us, give us a call and we can provide that information.
Okay, and it probably are the website that you gave for LA City. It probably has information.
Yes, I'm
well,
sure
right?
they do have information on their program.
One question I got was, since LSBEs get 15% bid preference and service-disabled veterans get 3%, does that mean that the county is more likely to award contracts to an LSBE versus a service-disabled veteran?
So first, to clarify, the 15% price preference is for all three of the programs, the LSBEs, Dvbes, and the social enterprises. That 3% is the goal. The county goal to award disabled veterans 3% of the overall contract.
Got it. Okay, so the bid preference is the same for local small businesses or service-disabled veteran businesses. It's more just that the goal is a little bit lower for service-disabled veterans because there's fewer of them.
Correct.
Than there are just, other local small businesses. Yes. All right, thank you for that clarification. Let's see, another question. Oh, somebody asked, we will send this presentation via email to everybody that RSVP'd ahead of this webinar. But if you don't get the email, then you can call our office at 323-889-4348. Again, that phone number is 323-889-4348, and we will email it to you directly. All right, let's see. Some other questions came in. Is there any benefit to certifying as both an LSBE and a Dvbe? So do you get even more preference if you are both?
No, you don't get more preference. It just depends on the contract, and it's up to the vendor of as to which they want to apply, whether it be the LSBE or the Dvbe.
Okay. Is an Mta Sbe certification required to become a registered LSBE with the county?
So it's one of the eligibility requirements. So you can either do Department of General Services or LA County Metro certification. So we'll take you through those two.
Okay, so you don't have to be with Metro. You could be with LA County Department of General Services.
For the Department of General Services for the state.
Oh, I'm sorry, the state Department of General Services. Okay, yeah. So your screen right now, you want to, either one of these will work. You don't have to do both. So that's a great question. Thank you. Let's see. To be certified by MTA as an SBE, all owners must meet a net worth requirement. Is that the same case for the county's LSBE program?
So what we look at is your 3 years of your gross revenue that has to be 15 million or less. Okay. So that is the State Department General Services definition, and that's what we use. So if you have a LA County Metro Small Business Certification, you have to make sure that you meet that $15 million revenue.
Okay, so there's not a net worth about your company's net worth. It's all about revenue over the last 3 years.
The last 3 years, correct.
Okay, so that is different from LA Metro. Mm-hmm. All right, those are all the questions we've gotten so far. Is there any more? I will give it just another minute if people are typing. Okay, let's see. One person said, the codes seem where can we review a list of codes? This person has a writing business that covers a number of services, so marketing, PR, grant writing. So where can they review a list of the different kinds of codes for those industries?
The way that you can look at these codes is on your LA County vendor profile. If you're bidding for the first time or registering for the first time, there will be a section like I showed in the presentation. You start entering keywords, and once you search, you'll see a list of all the different codes that will apply to a specific keyword that you have entered. And then you will have to pick which one best describe your business, the type of service or product that you serve.
Okay. Another question that just came in is, what if you're a new business but you have experience in the field you're entering? So you have to have been, to qualify for these programs, you have to have been in business already for 3 years. Is that correct?
No. So for the Lsbe, you don't have to be in business for a certain amount of time. What the requirement is, you do have to be in LA County for at least the last 12 months.
So what if you started your business 6 months ago? Are you qualified?
So if you just started your business 6 months ago and you just started your business in LA County the last 6 months, unfortunately, you will not be able to qualify for the local small business enterprise program.
Okay, so you have to have doing business in LA County for at least 1 year to call this program. Yes. All right. What is the best way to get your foot in the door and start building relationships and earn contracts?
So what we can do, you have mentioned the Procurement Technical Assistance Center. You can schedule an appointment with one of the counselors where they kind of review, they'll go over certain, information about the county. If you're interested in state or federal contracting as well, we can give you information as to who the procurement officers are. If you need to get in contact with the small business advocates, we can provide that information as well. We can also show you where to go on Webben to look at the solicitations and just making sure helping you through the certification process. If you need a one-on-one or over the phone, we can do that as well. So just contact us and let us know where you are in the process, and we can just give you that information as to what your next steps will be.
And so then you'll help them connect, because all of the county departments, they do their own procurement.
Correct.
And so that small business counselor will help the business owner understand who is the procurement officer at those county agencies, and what they're looking for and how to build those relationships.
Yes.
Great. And then we put the website and the phone number on the screen again right now, so you can see that's how you can get in contact with a small business counselor. Another question was, how do we get in touch with the small business advocates for our field? So I guess that's, how do you get in touch directly with the small business advocates at each one of those agencies?
Yes, so what you can do is give us a call or send us an email requesting the list. It's a public list, so we can go ahead and provide that list to you.
Okay, great. So again, same phone number, and then also Yadeli's email is in the PowerPoint as well. So when we email this PowerPoint out, you'll have all this contact information. Yadeli's will help you.
And one more thing, a good way to get to know the procurement officers or the buyers or some of the small business advocates is by attending our Contracting Connections event. We do invite all of the, the ones I mentioned to our events, and they'll be there. So there's a chance for you as a vendor to kind of get to know them and talk to them and see what is it that their county department is purchasing.
Great. When is the next event?
It will be in November. We don't have a date yet, but we will be sending out, that information will be posted on our events calendar in a few weeks.
And you can go to visit the events calendar on dcba.lacounty.gov to stay informed. I think you can, correct me if I'm wrong, Yadeli, but you can put your email and contact information in the website and get on the list so those will be announced to you.
The way that you get announced, that you receive these emails is if you're a registered LA County vendor. Okay. Other than that, if you're just going back, checking into our events page, then you will see that information on there.
I see. So you can only get these emails if you are registered with the county as an Lsbe or a disabled veteran-owned business or a social enterprise. So that's a reason why you should hurry up and register. Or if you're already doing business with the county and you're in the vendor system, that's how you get the emails.
Yes. So if you would like to do the priority registration, that email goes out to all certified vendors first.
Great. So don't let the grass grow under your feet, folks. Make sure to register right away so that you can make sure to get all of the great information and start building those contracts. This program has only been going on for, what, a year now? Yes. So that's why we're doing these webinars, is because you all are among the first to get this information, and so now is the time. You were talking about building relationships with procurement officers. The sooner that you get registered as a registered local small business with the county, the sooner you can be going to these events, building relationships, tapping into the resources that the county has. If you wait 6 months, some other business is going to get there first. Another question was, under the social enterprise, can the entity be a 501c3 tax-exempt organization? Yes. All right, easy answer. All right, well, thank you all so much for your participation this morning. Thank you, Yadelis, for your expertise, and to the county for having the wisdom and putting the programs in place to help our local small businesses earn more county contracts. This is really important for growth, and we're very excited about it. So thank you all so much for joining us. If you would like more information about these programs, we will be sending you this webinar with all the contact information and the links that you can click on. And feel free to get in touch with us, and we can come give a presentation to your Chamber of Commerce or Industry Association or anything like that. Have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye.